everyone. In this lecture, we will discuss the theoretical framework, one of the most important yet most confusing parts of research. By the end of this lesson, you will clearly understand what a theoretical framework is, why it is important, and how to develop one for your own nursing or health research. Before we proceed, let me share the learning objectives for this lecture. After this session, you should be able to define what a theoretical framework is, explain its purpose in research, differentiate it from a conceptual framework, identify commonly used theories in nursing research, and most importantly, apply a theory correctly to a research problem. These objectives are aligned with what is commonly asked in research proposal defenses, thesis writing, and CRS certification exams. Let us start with the basic question: what is a theoretical framework? A theoretical framework is the foundation of your research study. It is built from existing theories that explain relationships between ideas, concepts, or variables. In simple terms, it tells your reader, this is the theory that explains why my research problem exists and why my variables are connected. Without a theoretical framework, your study lacks scientific grounding. For exams and quick recall, here is a simple and very useful definition. A theoretical framework is a set of concepts and theories that explains and supports why a research problem exists and how the variables are related. If you are asked in an oral exam or written test, this definition is safe, clear, and accurate. Now, why is the theoretical framework so important? First, it gives your study a scientific basis. Research is not based on opinion, it is based on theory and evidence. Second, it guides your research questions and hypotheses. Third, it helps you identify the correct variables. Fourth, it helps you interpret your results properly. Finally, it strengthens the credibility and rigor of your research. A study without a theoretical framework is often considered weak or incomplete. The theoretical framework plays an active role throughout the research process. It shapes your research questions by explaining what relationships are worth studying. It influences your research design, whether quantitative, qualitative, or mixed methods. It guides how you analyze and interpret your data. And finally, it connects your findings to existing knowledge and literature. In short, the theoretical framework acts as a roadmap for your entire study. Many students confuse the theoretical framework with the conceptual framework, so let us clarify this. A theoretical framework is based on an existing theory developed by scholars. A conceptual framework, on the other hand, is researcher-made. It is usually a diagram that visually shows how variables are related in your study. Think of it this way. The theoretical framework explains the theory behind your study, while the conceptual framework shows the structure of your study. In nursing and health research, several theories are commonly used. Florence Nightingale's environmental theory focuses on the role of environment in health. Orum's self-care deficit theory explains how individuals care for themselves and when nursing intervention is needed. Roy's adaptation model focuses on how individuals adapt to health changes. Peplau's interpersonal relations theory emphasizes nurse-patient relationships. Bandura's self-efficacy theory explains how confidence affects behavior and performance. The key is choosing a theory that matches your research problem. Selecting a theoretical framework should never be random. You must choose a theory that aligns with your research problem, explains your main variables, supports your target population, and is widely used and accepted in the literature. Always ask yourself, does this theory explain what I am trying to study? If the answer is yes, then it is an appropriate framework. Let us now apply everything we have learned to a sample research problem. Consider this title: The Effect of Structured Community Health Nursing RLE on the Clinical Competence of Nursing Students. This study focuses on learning experiences, skills, and performance, so we need a theory that explains how learning affects competence. Bandura's self-efficacy theory explains that learning experiences influence confidence, and confidence affects performance. This perfectly fits a study on clinical competence among nursing students. Using the theory, we can now identify the variables correctly. The independent variable is the Community Health Nursing RLE. The dependent variable is clinical competence. Self-efficacy may serve as a mediating or influencing variable. This clarity is made possible because of the theoretical framework. In most research formats, the theoretical framework is written in Chapter 2 or sometimes Chapter 1. This section should include a brief explanation of the theory, its key concepts, and how it applies to your study. Do not simply mention the theory, explain it and connect it to your variables. Let us discuss common mistakes. Avoid using theories that are unrelated to your study. Avoid copying frameworks from other studies without understanding them. Do not confuse the conceptual framework with the theoretical framework. And finally, avoid using too many theories. One strong, well-explained theory is enough. To summarize, the theoretical framework gives meaning, direction, and scientific strength to your research. It explains why your variables are related and how your study is grounded in existing knowledge. A strong theoretical framework reflects strong critical thinking and research competence. Now that we have discussed the theoretical framework in detail, let us reinforce your learning through practice questions. I encourage you to pause the video after each question, think carefully about your answer, and then continue listening for the explanation and rationale. Question number 1. What best describes a theoretical framework in research? The correct answer is letter C. A theoretical framework is not a diagram, and it is not a literature review. Instead, it is a set of concepts and theories that explains the relationship between variables in a study. This framework helps justify why the research problem exists and why the study is worth investigating. This is a very common question in research exams. Next, question number 2. Which of the following is the primary purpose of a theoretical framework? The correct answer is letter C. The theoretical framework plays a major role in helping researchers interpret findings. It explains results based on theory rather than personal opinion. Remember, theory comes before data, and theory explains data. This is why the framework is essential in research. Question number 3. Which statement correctly differentiates a theoretical framework from a conceptual framework? The correct answer is letter B. A theoretical framework is anchored on existing theories, while a conceptual framework is created by the researcher to visually represent how variables interact. This distinction is frequently tested in both written and oral research exams, so make sure you remember this clearly. Next, question number 4. Which of the following statements best explains how a theoretical framework strengthens a research study? The correct answer is letter C. A theoretical framework strengthens a research study by providing a logical and scientific explanation for why variables are related. It does not guarantee perfect data, it does not replace the literature review, and it does not directly determine the statistical test. Instead, it ensures that the study is grounded in theory, making the research more credible and defensible. Finally, question number 5. Which of the following is a common mistake when using a theoretical framework? The correct answer is letter C. One of the most common mistakes students make is choosing a theory that does not match their research problem. A good theoretical framework must clearly explain the relationship among variables. If it does not, the framework becomes meaningless and may lead to proposal rejection. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this lecture. If this lesson helped you understand the theoretical framework better, please like, share, and subscribe to NurseNextStation. This channel is dedicated to helping you grow as a nursing student and researcher. NurseNextStation, nurturing future nurses, one quiz at a time. See you in our next lesson.